Hello, my friend, Alonzo here. If the lyrics that you write for your songs are trite, cliche, make you cringe, childish, or boring, or if you're tired of staring at a blank page for hours and not knowing how to get started, then today I have a great treat for you. It's a very simple process to start writing lyrics without inspiration and without sounding like anyone else. Let's do this. This document that we have here open is what I call my lyric kickstart kit. It's for writing powerful lyrics without waiting for inspiration. If you want a copy of it, just let me know in the comments and I'll send you the link. So here's the very simple process, and you're going to be blown away by it. Step one, we need an interesting song name. So we're going to head over to the quote of the day here at the quotations page, and we're going to scan through each quote and look for words or phrases that are catchy, colorful, or intriguing. And very often the endings of quotes taken out of context, they make for great song titles. So let's head over to the quotes of the day. All right, and here's the quotes of the day section. Here are the quotes. People who have no weaknesses are terrible. There's no way of taking advantage of them. Okay, a quotation like a pun should come unsought and be welcomed only for some propriety of felicity justifying the intrusion. Intrusion, I like that word. Okay, so I'm gonna capture it down here, which is step number 2. But let's keep going. Get that annoying pop-up out of the way. All general statements are false. Nothing interesting there, at least for me. The secret of success is sincerity. Okay, sincerity, maybe. Once you can fake what you've got it made. Once you can fake that, you've got it made. What about fake sincerity or you've got it made? I think those are interesting. Fake sincerity. You've got it made. Let's just try to find another one. So let's go to the, okay, here. Still in the quotes of the day section, let's go to yesterday's quotes, or we could head over to the archive. But that's fine. Okay, so from yesterday, as I was walking up the stair, say what you will about the 10 Commandments. Only 10 of them, or 10 of them. That could be interesting. Not sure. A short saying oft contains much wisdom. Wisdom, much wisdom. Thought is staggering. I think we're not in either case. I think we're alone. I think we're alone now. What about staggering? Maybe staggering could be a cool word to use. All right. I could keep going for a few minutes more, but I'm going to leave it there. Out of these, the word that I like the most, which would be step number 3, is intrusion. I think it has a lot of potential for a lot of very cool things. Okay, then step 4 is setting the scene. So we're going to write a quick paragraph that captures a vibe, situation, or emotional tone behind the title, intrusion. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're just going to free flow our thoughts and use them as our guiding idea. Okay, so I could do that and start writing what I think intrusion could be about, the emotions, the words that just jump out at me. But I'm going to show you a very cool ChatGPT prompt that I created exactly for this. So I'm just going to copy the prompt here, open a new ChatGPT conversation, paste it in, and it's going to ask me for the title. You just simply paste your prompt in, run it, and follow the instructions. Okay, tell me the song title. I'm going to say Intrusion. And it's going to give me like 12 possible centers, which you can think of each center as like a theme, right? As an idea. So we have feeling like your inner peace is always temporary, always at risk, meh. Someone you love always crossing invisible boundaries and you can't stop letting them. This one's kind of cool. The world feels like it's constantly barging into your private mind space, trying to hide your vulnerability, but reality keeps leaking through the cracks. Okay, being changed against your will, subtle manipulation over time. Spiritual force or fate overpowering your plans. your will, your control, the self becoming foreign to itself. It's kind of cool, existential, etc. Let's say the subconscious erupting at night, sleep never being safe. I could pick one of these, or if I have an idea, I could give it to ChatGPT. For example, let's say my center is okay, what about falling in love with someone unexpected? The first time they laughed, something shifted quietly, like a door unlocking in a house. You were fine. You'd built your routines, your peace, your silence. You tried to name it. I'm not too sure about that one, but let's just use another one. How about this one? Try to hide your vulnerability, but reality keeps leaking through the cracks. Okay, I like this, I think. In any case, we're just practicing here. Okay, so the scene is going to be you hold yourself together like a sealed room. Everything is tidy, everything justified, everything defended behind sharp sentences and practiced composure. Smallest things keep slipping past the walls. You pretend you don't feel stuff. You pretend you don't break, but the truth keeps sneaking in. Reality keeps intruding. It's reality. Maybe something in my past, something about me. I can't hide it, but it's not loud. It's not violent. Okay, just patient enough to wait until you can no longer play strong. Okay, this is kind of cool. I think it gives us enough to get going. Okay, so that's our scene. Let's head over to step number 5 here. Okay, word collection. Now we're gonna go to an online dictionary and browse by letter. And what we'll do is randomly scroll and explore and find interesting words. So our goal is to collect words that are textured, emotional, or unusual, or whatever you think might fit your song. So our song is Intrusion, and it's about all of these things here, right? I keep defending myself. I don't let people pass my walls. So I'm quiet. The truth tries to sneak in. Great. So I'm going to head over here to the dictionary, dictionary.com, browse by letter. And here I'm going to simply click on the letters and see if any interesting words come up. Okay, let's forward a few pages. Intrusion, that's our theme. Being guarded, reality coming in. Okay, what about, I don't know, maybe backseat? Let me close this. Backseat. Okay, what about backstab, backstory? Let's browse another letter. G. This is just about browsing very quickly, and whatever jumps at you, I think will work. You don't have to be a perfectionist, and you don't have to spend too much time on this. Gardening, gardenia, gain, gangster, garment. It's a gas. Garbage. Yeah, what about garbage? And the words, they don't necessarily have to be like these incredible, clever words that no one has ever heard before. It's just to be able to come up with words that you wouldn't have been able to come up with otherwise or quickly, right? Of course, I know that you know what garbage is, but maybe you never thought about using the word garbage in a lyric. All right, enough for this word. Let's click on S and let's just capture one or two more and then call it a day. And of course, you could keep going if this were a real lyric of yours and spend 15-20 minutes doing this. Sandstorm. What else? Okay, screen. I like screen. Sandstorm, screen. Let's go for one final letter. What about D? And let's scroll to the 4th page. Daybreak. I like that. Dead end. Daybreak. Yeah, those are nice. Dead end. Was daybreak one word or two? Okay, one word. Dead end, 2 words. Cool. So this is our word collection. And like I said, you could keep going for 10, 15 minutes more or however much you want. The next step is doing some free writing. Okay, so you're going to set a timer for 5 to 10 minutes and just write. No rhymes, no filters, no second guessing. Don't try to be clever, just say what's real. And this is how we find the heart of our song before we polish it. Okay, so don't worry about anything. Whatever comes up during this free writing session is perfectly fine. We're not necessarily going to use it all, but it's going to spark our inspiration. And instead of 5 to 10 minutes, I'm just going to set our timer for 3 minutes. Okay, I'm going to start our free writing session. All right, intrusion. Okay, at daybreak, my thoughts race in my mind. Okay, dead ends all around me. Sandstorm screen, backstab, backseat. Okay, let's look at the scene. Actually, let me copy this over and keep it close to here. Okay, you pretend you don't feel it. The truth is coming through. It's taking a back seat. Hopes and memories take a back seat. My guard is up. No one comes through. And I don't necessarily have to use all of these words either. All of this is just inspiration. So backstab, garbage, sandstorm. I hold myself together like a sealed room, everything tidy, but the smallest things keep slipping past the walls. The way silence sticks to you when no one is watching. Intrusion at daybreak, my thoughts race in my mind, dead ends all around me. Hopes, memories take a back seat, my guard is up. No one comes through. What else do I feel? What else is going on in my mind? Let's start with you've never what? You've never been there for me. You've never supported me, or you've never let me down until now. Okay, I have no idea what I'm writing. I'm just letting myself go. Never let me down until now. Everything keeps getting smaller and smaller around me. I can't trust my own thoughts. What about my thoughts betray me? Or your thoughts betray me. Okay, that's our 3 minutes. I'm going to dismiss this. Okay, so this is what we wrote, free writing style. Now, the next step is to edit and refine. Okay, so we're going to shape this raw free writing into some lyric lines. We're going to keep what feels true, add whatever we need, and start organizing the ideas into sections. The idea is also not to polish too much here yet. Think of this as just sculpting rough stone into recognizable form. Okay? So out of all this, what do I like? What do I think could be formed into better shape? I like this line, your thoughts betray me. I think that's colorful. What about, you've never let me down until now? Okay. Dead ends all around me. I can't trust my own thoughts. You never let me down. My guard is up. No one comes through. Hopes and memories. Take a back seat. I kind of like this. Okay, so your thoughts betray me. This sounds like a very cool opening line. You've never let me down until now. Hopes and memories. Take a back seat. And let's write something new. Your thoughts betray me. You've never let me down until now. Hopes and memories. Take a back seat. But I've always had my walls up until now. And I think it's kind of cool that here I said, you've never let me down, so we're using this direction of down. Then I end with, I've always had my walls up, down, up until now. I think that's kind of cool. Okay, your thoughts betray me, you've never let me down until now. Hopes and memories take a back seat. I've always had my walls up until now. What about, maybe this is too long? Or right now, since I don't have a song, I don't have the music, I don't have the melody line, I don't know how many syllables I need, I don't know the rhythm, I don't know the tempo, I don't know anything, so I'm still just kind of free writing something to get us somewhere, right? To get a lyric started, right? So I don't know if these lines are too long or if they're just fine. That's great for now. In any case, your thoughts betray me, you've never let me down until now, hopes and memories take a backseat, I've always had my walls up until now. I could say here, my walls have always been up, I've always had my walls have always been, or were always up until now. Shorter, maybe punchier. And here you can refine some of these, add and edit, right? So I'm just gonna stop here. All right, and now we have something we can work with. What do we do after this? Well, this could be a very good draft for a first verse. Then I could continue on and try to write a second verse or try to write the chorus. But the great thing that I want you to see is that we just started, I don't know, 10 minutes ago or something. We didn't have any kind of inspiration. We had no idea what we were going to write about. And we just using a very simple process and some very simple tools, we were able to come up with something that I think is very cool, right? Has a lot of potential. Is it the best thing that I've ever seen? I don't know. Is it the worst thing that I've ever seen? I don't know either. I don't think so. But it's a great starting point, and it's colorful, and it paints a great picture. And all that we did was, step one, just as a summary, find interesting song names. Then we picked the song name that we liked best from the quotations page. Then we set the scene. We used ChatGPT in this case, but I could have done that by hand. Then we created a word collection. Then we did some free writing using the word collection, some of the themes from the scene and from the title, and we arrived at something that sounds cool. Your thoughts betray me. You've never let me down until now. Hopes and memories take a backseat. My walls were always up until now. All right, I hope that you have found this useful. And if you like a copy of this workbook or this process, just let me know and I'll send you a link. Have a great one.